Florida humidity certain to be a factor in this one. There's no other way to say it, really. It is hot. It is humid here at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Aviators of Chicago taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I've got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in week 2.
On first down, O'Neal. His throw incomplete. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you can tell by this team, all right? Anytime you can tell your offense, hey, just get us a couple of touchdowns. We got this thing locked down. That's when you know you're playing well and you're carrying your team along.
An early time test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Off play action. O'Neal rolling to his left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Shoves him aside. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Here now, 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
While you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Back to throw. O'Neal. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. O'Neal. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Miller. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 42. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
First down, Chicago.
Looking to throw. O'Neal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Off the play fake. O'Neal. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
And his kick is indeed good, and the opening drive of the game yields 3. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well. So your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure. And he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
This guy's proven himself to be one of the best in the NFL. He brings an added dimension to their offense with his ability to read defenses and know when he's able to pull it down and take off and go.
Powering his way forward. Gets by him and out of the daylight. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
One of the good things offenses did years ago was they lettered their gaps the same on each side. A gap between guard and center on either side. That's what you want to control when you're trying to run the ball up the middle.
And why is that?
Because typically you either have a big nose guard in there in an odd front, 3-man front, or you have defensive tackles that might line up in the A-gaps trying to gain an advantage and get upfield themselves. If you can control that, it gives the back plenty of space to pick and choose where to go.
And they're a great inside run, broke the contact and got some space. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 21-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the 1st down run. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
You look at this defense for Tampa Bay.
They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typically what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
A busy first quarter. His third catch of the afternoon is a first down.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
On the ground, it's Reddick. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll flip this quickly out to Fowler. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Back to throw. O'Neal. Buying time to his left. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Back to throw now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 62 yards.
And you can tell early, they're going to look his way quite a bit, and he made himself available on that one.
They'll look to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. That was shades of Tennessee Volunteer football back in the 80s with Charles Davis coming up from the secondary to make the tackle for a loss.
You mean my teammates doing that, right? Because they would tell you, my coach would say, where's that tape? I want to see that. But how about the complete package there? Not just playing the pass, but being a willing tackler and making a really nice play.
Makes it 3rd and 3.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Here's Riddick. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Riddick with a carry. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far in this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They go back to Riddick. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 21. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Riddick. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
18-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw. O'Neal. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. It's their quarterback. His 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken the lead.
Nothing like understanding where your escape patches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-3. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And a nice play on the end of it, an 18-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, That's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's
and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Off play action. O'Neal. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd down and 20.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him now at this point. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
But when you go from 2nd to 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you you won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the lead stretches. 16-3 now. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They run a draw here on second down. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now a throw here, hauled in. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Under pressure, and down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
To throw on 2nd down, O'Neal. That going to be caught downfield by Miller. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 36 yards on the play.
I would say just add that one to the total big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. O'Neal. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On 1st and 10, O'Neal. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Now 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw. O'Neal. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Now Another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Operating from the gun, O'Neal. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Aviators will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. One more drive here for the Buccaneer offense in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat, and it's the visitors who are out in front in the second quarter. The Blues were losers in their opener, trying to get back on level footing as they lead on the road. From there, let's stay in the Midwest and head down to Kansas City to check on the Chiefs at Arrowhead. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. The Snowhawks looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And that game's all tied up as they play the visiting Jaguars. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he's got to be wondering what happened in that first half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw. And most of them, they have such a mental capacity to throw it out and essentially start over. I think that's where he's headed now.
He's got his opportunity to throw it out. Let's see how he does. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Back to throw here. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
8 yards.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 40-yard line.
The quick throw complete into the flat out left. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. Open man, that's Henry. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Complete to number 89.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
He'll look to throw. That is caught. And the Buccaneers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Buccaneers are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts this lead down to 13. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Off the play fake. O'Neal. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Throwing on 1st down. O'Neal. And incomplete. He dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion and a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 14. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to throw. O'Neal. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. You know, so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So out come the Bucs now. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. And he will find his man on the outside. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at their 49-yard line.
Looking to throw. O'Neal. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the 1st. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Flashy little move, but unable to reach the 40. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd down.
Back to throw. O'Neal. Wide open receiver complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 19. A good pickup there, a 22.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down.
At the 16-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Hands it off out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, O'Neal. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Only 3 points there, but I got to think at this point in the 3rd quarter, that's all you're really looking for.
And right now the lead is 3 touchdowns and 3 2-point conversions. So you and I both know a huge order for the best of teams. And from what we've seen so far, hard to believe that that's a likely scenario. 3 2-point.
There he goes, right side. Still going past the 30. And they finally got to him at the 2-yard line. Almost coast to coast. What a great return. They'll be set up beautifully.
All right, let's give credit where credit is due. How about that return? Great blocking, great vision, all the way down to the 2-yard line. The only person who has to be upset, the guy who didn't get it into the end zone. That far and no reward?
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Now back to throw. Touchdown! A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bucs are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Trying to make a comeback often appears daunting, but the only way to get there, start small, score, and worry about getting the next one after that.
Now the Bucs offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. O'Neal. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here's 3rd and 6.
Back now in Tampa, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. And they'll send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the humid Florida sky.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now a 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
But there's almost no doubt about the play call there on 3rd down and long. You figure they're going to throw the football. I've got to give a little credit to the offense for taking a little bit of a chance there, running the draw, hoping to catch them off guard, but the defense was ready.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Throwing to start the drive. O'Neal. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw again. O'Neal. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Looking to throw. O'Neal looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fowler. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. They'll look to throw again. The completion to Riddick. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Operating from the gun. O'Neal. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
He has a 1st down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
On 1st down, O'Neal. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
Back to throw. O'Neal over the middle, complete. It's Miller. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
A gain of 5. 1st down, Chicago.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
Riddick light on his feet.
Down to about the 37.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 1st and 10, O'Neal. They'll roll him out right. Powering forward. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now, because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. O'Neal. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun. O'Neal, flush to his right. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Aviators are on their way to a 2-0 start. So, Charles, they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. Now, last week, they had the close victory. This one more commanding, much more comfortable.
Well, the sense we got from them was that last week they felt like they didn't play their best. They got the win, but they weren't really on top of their game. But they put it all together here in this one, haven't they? What an impressive performance.
Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. 2nd and 4. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. This offense so far on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. A throw over the middle, taken in. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
He'll look to throw. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this defense will take over right at midfield. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 86 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points.